Cancer, get ready to receive in a big way. You are free to escape the boiling pot when you recognize how to discern your own truth from that of another. Let's do it. Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much for joining me here and welcome to my table. If you're new here, hello, my name is Zachary. It's nice to meet you. And if you're returning, it's good to see you guys again. Pull up a chair, my friends. I did save you a seat. So, my Cancer friends and friends of Cancer, welcome, welcome. I do have some messages that came through in meditation, some oracle cards we'll go over, and then right on into the tarot as we do. So, Cancer, the first thing that came through as I'm sitting down into meditation was, well, that Jupiter is in your sign. So, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, blessings, good fortune, movement as well, is expanding the energy of Cancer. You lucky duckies. This ought to be a good year for you. So, time for Cancer to let go and expand is what I was told. The next thing that I was given here was sour, and I'm asking, like, a sour what? Sour note or taste? Something, a bad taste left in the mouth for some reason. Not literally, but I mean, maybe you ate something yucky. This is more like a disappointment. Something didn't meet expectations or what you were hoping to be the truth in a person or a situation. So we'll get into that a little bit further. The next thing that I was given was manja. It was manja, manja, manja. Manja is an Italian verb to eat. And the way that is set up, that it is manja itself is more of a personal way to express that. So I see this very like grand matronly energy that is requesting you eat, eat, eat. Very interesting that it came through as manja. I don't speak Italian, but that's what came through. So manja, manja, manja. To prepare to eat, to take care of yourself. I feel like it's really important right now that you're making sure, maybe this is literally eating since we had sour note as well. Maybe food, you're having a hard time with food in some way. If that's the case, the request I'm getting here is to switch up what it is that you're eating. It kind of feels like your body, even if it's a food that you've been good with before in the past, there's something about where you are right now where your needs have changed as far as diet goes for some of you. I get more so this energy of like a guide or an ancestor coming through, encouraging you to take care of yourself. With this expansive energy coming forward, I do feel like there's a lot for you to participate in. You don't have to. You could stay in the boiling pot with the rest of the crabs, right? But this feels like an opportunity to get the hell out of there, all right? So let's move into this a little bit further. The next thing that I was given was teardrops in excess, and I'm sitting here like, well, okay. I don't feel like it's that there's too much emotion coming from Cancer at all. What it actually morphed into, and this made a little bit more sense, was Drops of Jupiter, the song Drops of Jupiter by Train. Interestingly enough, because I looked up the lyrics, I'm familiar with the song, but I looked up the lyrics and was just going through it to see what is it about this that's standing out here, especially in the form of excess. What is too much? Learning about the meaning of this song too, it does not mean what I thought it meant. I thought it was kind of like a love song. Somebody who, well, it sort of is, but somebody who is talking about this person that this woman that he wants in his life. He is, but it's about losing his mother. It's about grief. So there was a portion of the song that stood out to me here. It's oh my gosh, I'll try to just sing this here. Okay. I wrote it down. Tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? Head back to the Milky Way and tell me, did Venus blow your mind? Was it everything you wanted to find? And did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? I feel like this is a bit of grief and love exploration that's coming in. The fact that it means what it means in the way he wrote it. I mean, art is there to evoke many different things. It doesn't have to just be what the original intention was. But hybridizing both of those, I find it interesting that I felt it was a love song, especially with Venus there. That's the part that stood out to me. Tell me, did Venus blow your mind? Venus is the planet of connection, love, pleasure. He's talking about his mother floating around out there and making these connections out in the cosmos. I think it's really beautiful understanding that component to it. So that coming in with teardrops in excess here, it does feel like somebody is still processing some grief. Maybe there is a mother or a grandmother that has passed recently or not so recently, but there is a struggle to really process this through. I've been learning a lot about trauma being held in the fascia recently. Body Keeps the Score is an excellent book that talks about this. For the longest time, we just kind of thought it was connective tissue and it didn't really matter, but it turns out that it matters a great deal. We can process through a trauma or grief logically, and it can still be stored in the body. So if you feel like this might be a part of what you're dealing with, I encourage you to look into things like myofascial release. There are practitioners that are trained in this. There are also techniques that you can take advantage of to do this for yourself. So I encourage you to look into that if that resonates for you specifically. It feels like there's trauma that's stuck here. Like you've done the work up here, and these teardrops in excess, they may even be, you're wondering, why are these here? Why am I still crying over this, right? If you're in that space, look into it. I can attest to its very, very positive effect. Okay. Trust. It really does work. All right. So Oracle cards here. We'll move along. Moving right along. So the first one that came through, this is the, oh gosh, star codes. Oh my gosh, where did I put the book? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sacred geometry activations. So, sacred geometry activations. Each of these cards do have sacred geometry on them. There is an activating component to it visually as well. So, I'll hold it up to the camera for you to see. First one you got is Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, just like a Cancer, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all creation. And then we have realization as well. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. And last but not least, you also got communication. Perfect timing here as we're going, Mercury is going retrograde today as I'm filming this. These are all timeless, but this is the situation we're in currently. So expect communication to shift. I don't like to look at Mercury retrograde as a negative thing at all. As a Gemini, Virgo rising, Virgo moon, it certainly affects me, but I find the more that I give into its introspective potential, the better that the situation is. It actually becomes a pretty enjoyable experience. If you need time away from people, it's a great time to use it as an excuse to be a little bit more of a hermit, right? So communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. So the combination of all three of these is where the intro came from. Cancer, when you're able to really tap into the filter of your own heart, of what truth is or what truth isn't. And this, truth can exist collectively, truth can exist individually as well, and they can be different. Somebody else's truth does not necessarily mean that it's all, because someone has a truth does not mean that it is also our truth. Especially with Neptune being in Aries right now, I give an extra precaution towards that, especially anyone who may be forcefully trying to get you to believe or practice something in the way that they do. We're moving from Neptune and Pisces, which had a bit more flexibility in the way that we practice spirituality, to Aries, where there's now a bit more rigidity and expectation to do it a certain way. So all the more reason why it's so important to get in touch with the truth of your heart. Even putting your hands on your heart and asking questions. Do you feel it expand? This is a yes. Do you feel it contract? This is a no. So anything, any truth that you are encountering, whether it's coming through your own dreams, meditation, somebody else, what have you, get into the habit of putting it through your own filter here. Okay. You have that ability. We all do. And this seems to be very important right now. All right. Because with that divine feminine, there's something here for you to receive. That energy of Jupiter in Cancer is, like I said, expanding all components of your life. The last one here was cow. This is the call of the Morrigan Oracle. This is abundance and blessings, growth, financial improvement. So not only do you have Jupiter in your sign right now, expanding all areas, this is validating as well. There's some expansion happening, baby. So let's get into it a little further. My Cancer friends, Cancer friends. All right, so Spirit, what do we have here for Cancer moving forward? General message to start. What does Cancer need to know on top of all of this? Oh, goodness. Came flying out. Do you want both? Yes? Okay, yes. Elk. Elk and dolphin both came out. So with the elk, to start here, this is, we did have the cheetah at the bottom before I started shuffling, which is action-oriented. It's a solar force, masculine force. Elk is also the father. It's the divine masculine principle. So again, taking action, protection. You guys have a natural form of protection, right? We do, I'm a Cancer Venus, having that Cancer shell. What is protection can also become a prison, though, is what I'm getting, especially with the dolphin. There's an encouragement to know when to put up your walls and when to let them down, to gain your own wisdom. And wisdom comes from your ability to connect what you know intellectually to what you know emotionally. It's that connection of head and heart that gives us wisdom. So there's an encouragement right now to protect the information that is coming from your heart. Like I said, with Neptune and Aries here, guaranteed. And I know Chris from Minnow Pond says this a lot too. We're going to see the rise of many more, like there are already a lot right now, but cults and cult activity and behavior, cult leaders, that sort of thing. That's a great example of that rigidity that we experience when we're in that energy. So just be cautious. Don't take anything. And I say this on my channel all the time. Don't take anything that anybody, including me, has to say to you as 100% truth without first processing it through your own. Either these tarot readings like this should be validation of a message you've already received, or you need to be able to put that through your own filter to figure out, is this somebody who's trying to evoke a powerful emotion, or is this truth? Okay. Oh, I know you can do this, Cancer. This is totally in your wheelhouse. So what's blocked, please, for Cancer at this time? Nightingale. Interesting that we had communication come through here in the beginning. The nightingale is the voice. It's also connecting the heart to the voice. So singing, making music, expressing yourself with your voice from your heart. So being where it's blocked right now, I'm back to sour note. I didn't even think about it that way. I was thinking more taste, manja, thinking more taste, but this could also be musically, right? Some sort of discordant sound, a cacophony, right? Something that is unappealing to receive. So this could be news too, or a message. Interesting. That does make a little bit more sense. So being blocked right now, it feels like there is something. What I'm getting is like kind of back to the pot analogy here with the crabs. Something being ready to express as we are going into Mercury retrograde. Perfect time to take stock of your truth, to be ready to express something when it needs to be expressed. Maybe you are a singer, maybe you are a producer or composer. When it comes to something musical, I would even take like dancing as a part of this too. the heart and the voice are both about expression. It feels like there's something that you guys have, like a token. What do you mean? Okay, what I'm getting here, manifestation wise, is there's something coming forward here, and there's been something about September, October for me this year. In October, we are getting into the eclipse season. So, portal jump season is an important time for sure. But it feels like there's an opportunity coming forward where you get to take advantage of the energies that make a major manifestation possible. Like building up your reserves is kind of what I'm getting. Token, what was coming, I'm seeing like a coin or a quarter going into an arcade machine. So getting ready to play a game of some sort. I want to play a game. Let's see. Okay, what else? What is blocked here for Cancer at this time, please? My throat chakra, apparently. Interesting. I certainly was not feeling this way before. I know, I don't know. Sometimes when I sing on my channel, there are some people that are well, little bitches. I don't know, for lack of a better term there, little assholes. Which I don't care. I mean, you're gonna get blocked. I don't give a shit. I feel like someone either doesn't want me to continue making noises or sounds, or this goes for you, Cancer. There is something that's a little bit constrictive around your throat chakra right now. I feel like it's because oyster here at the bottom, needing to open up to something. I feel like there is a discrepancy between what your truth is and the truth you're speaking. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. What does Cancer need? Owl, wisdom, you guys. And then, hey, we landed here on the cheetah. That solar force I was talking about. So, Owl, as far as what you need, there is a treasure or gift that's associated with this. When you tap into your wisdom, okay? We were talking about that earlier as well. Sweet. Let's get into this a little bit further, you guys. Do Crow. Crow, Tarot. What do we have here for Cancer, please? We'll look at your hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams first. What do we have in store for Cancer? I don't know. I'm feeling arcade game. Okay, 5 of Wands here at the bottom. For your hopes and dreams. I feel like there really is a drive right now to take the things that have been complicated, difficult, and use that to improve yourself. Typically, the 5 of Wands here is like confrontation, combat, a dick measuring contest, right? It's just having a chip on your shoulder here, being aggressive, maybe being a contrarian as well. This can also be like brainstorming or improving ourselves through the practice of training. So it kind of seems like there's something you have your sights set on here, Cancer. It could be love, especially with the way that that song came through here in the beginning, or connection to people in general, understanding yourself better, etc., etc., etc. Second deck here, please. Murder of Crows. All right, we're just going with the crows today. For Cancer, please, Spirit. What do we have for Cancer? This is your fear aversion we'll be looking at next. Fear aversion for Cancer, please. One more. I'm seeing, yeah, I don't know if there is a grandmother, grand matronly energy coming through. What I'm seeing are rosary beads. Being shown rosary beads. I don't know. This doesn't mean anything to me in particular, so... 8 of Cups here at the bottom, being your fear aversion. Walking away from something or not walking away from something. Feeling like something is missing and you just like can't quite put your finger on it. In this case, with the 8 of Cups, there isn't anything that is actually missing. We just feel like there is. It kind of feels, I mean, there could be travel, wanting to move somewhere. Whether this is for a relationship, for work, for freedom, for sovereignty, right? Depending on where you live. It feels like there's a difficulty in letting something go. I mean, we had that in the very beginning too. Let go and expand. Okay. Okay, we'll get into this a little further too. So, back to the general energy of the moment. Two of Wands. It could be a request to travel for some of you. And partnership. So, Two of Wands here. This is getting to a place where we're allowing ourselves to get uncomfortable for the sake of our own growth. We're leaving behind, which is where the fear is. We're leaving behind where it is that we're already stable to expand our horizons, which leaves us a bit unshaky. Like we're not as solid on our feet in new situations because we're learning something new. But it feels like there's a request to do this and travel for some of you, either to move, to look into that, or to travel. Like activations during travel is kind of what I'm getting here. To clear your mind, clear your bandwidth. Interesting. I mean, you may be in it. We all are. We may be inundated with too much in the channels right now. Psychically, it feels like it's connected to that emotion. You know, what is that chick song, Dixie Chicks? New faces. You need new places, new faces, something like that. She knows the highest stakes. She knows the highest stakes. Wide open spaces. That's what it is. Wide open spaces. Room to make a big mistake. Ooh, interesting. Cancer, I kind of feel like you've had an experience here where, back to that crab in the pot analogy, like you've been expected to be a part in this mold, this specific expectation of you, how you're supposed to be. And it feels like there's an energy that's coming up in protest of that. Like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be something different. Knight of Pentacles comes in to clarify this. A need to get moving, you guys, to make a plan. Slow and steady progress here. So whatever is changing, was available to change for you, this doesn't feel like it needs to be a quick knee-jerk type reaction or like, just buy a plane ticket and go. We're talking about tapping in to the heart, like we were saying, receiving the message that you need to direct to where it is that you do need to go or where is best for you to go. I'm going to pull one more here on the general. Why not? No, just in general, please. You guys, jeez, Cheesy Pates. The Chariot comes through. This is the Light Seers Tarot. So this is your energy. You are being highlighted here. I'm going to take that as validation for exactly what I just said there. You've been pushed into a mold, and it's time to break free from that mold. Maybe you're the one who put yourself in that mold. But the Chariot is all about movement, positive forward movement, travel as well, being brave, taking courage, having faith that you're being led to where you need to be led. This person riding on the carriage there, if they were to look down, they would see that the horses are not connected to the carriage in any way. So there's a bit of faith that's required, knowing the divine, God source, however you want to look at this energy, is guiding you to where it is that you need to go. If you're feeling an encouragement, if you're feeling an itch to travel or to move, start looking into it. You don't need to pack your bags right now. If you're in that place, take this as encouragement if you need the last, bit of encouragement to do so. But start looking into the details and see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens, all right? Anything else we want to pull here? Oh, this one. Okay, last bit of the general for Cancer. Success, you guys. It's time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. Yay! And this doesn't have to just be romantic love. I feel like we're talking about higher love, right? Higher Love by Whitney Houston and Kygo. I know it was written by someone else. To find where your access point is to this higher love. And that's interesting. Okay. What's interesting? If somebody is feeling like they need to travel for activation purposes, what's coming through is what you'll find is that you have that portal all along. Is here in the heart. It's not a discouragement from traveling in any way, but what it's saying is you have everything that you need already to tap in to that higher love. Think about it. There must be a higher love. Oh my gosh, you guys. You're good stuff. Good stuff for you right now. The star. The star comes through. The fortune after difficulty. Wish granted, hope renewed. This comes in after the tower. So I'd wager this kind of feels like a slow burn, kind of back to the pot analogy here. There's been some damage incurred over an extended period of time. Not that you've done anything wrong. This feels just like karma being burnt from your fated life, however you started this life out, as you're transitioning more into what your destined life is, what you wanted to experience here. And just to be clear about that too, with our guides or any other energy outside of us, there is a balance between what is maybe expected of us because of what we chose to do, what other energies want us to do here, and what we want to do here now. Don't forget to take what you want into consideration as well, okay? Because that does very much matter. Hidden, oh my gosh, that next part, hidden in the heart, or what is it? Down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Totally, the heart and the star. I love it. I love it. Okay. To clarify this, we have the Four of Cups as well. So whatever it is that's expanding here, I don't feel like I don't want to be that everybody gets everything. Check under your chairs. That's not what I'm saying here. With Jupiter expanding every area of your life, that doesn't mean that every area will expand. It kind of depends on what you put focus into or what you allow into your life as well. Participation, like I said. So Four of Cups comes in to clarify the star. There is something coming through as far as an offer. That success, that abundance, like we had with Cow, money, okay? We can miss this offer, though, if we're distracted towards something else. And what I feel with this is the distraction of somebody else's truth. The star here can also symbolize that things are not quite what they seem to be. It's really important to be in touch with ourselves. One of the meanings of this card as well is aligning our chakras here to connect to the divine ourselves. There's nothing wrong with like what I'm doing here, reaching out for validation or answers in forms like this on YouTube here. What does get a bit precarious, though, is if you're not first trying to seek answers and your truth. This is a collaboration, okay? You're giving your power away if you're coming to readings like this and expecting somebody to tell you exactly what's going to happen in your life. These are the energies of the moment. This is available here, and you always have the choice to engage with them or not. I would choose to engage with them. Anything else here, please? Four of Cups specifically. Oh, goodness. This does feel Hierophant here at the bottom, so a type of spiritual expansion. This does feel a bit financial for some of you. So Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel. The wheel here especially is reminding me of this energy of Uranus in Gemini right now. We are taking a ride on the wheel. So if you have any Gemini placements especially, this is going to hit you harder, but it is hitting all of us, really. So we don't have a choice on where the wheel is spinning, but we're getting on, taking the ride, and we're trusting that we are being dropped off where we need to be dropped off. This isn't, even if something does violently become different, like a violent upheaval of some sort, like tower energy, you're not left with rubble. You're left with direction and the truth, okay, with the Uranus and Gemini energy. So have faith, trust. It's okay that you're on the ride you need to be on. With Nine of Pentacles, this is everything that you really could need in the physical realm to take care of yourself. Home and gardens, it's having money, it's having resources, abundance, whatever it is that you need, health. Healthy independence and interdependence too. If this is a relationship for you guys, this feels like you're approaching something differently. Okay, having a calm and collected mind. I love that. So so far it's a very positive reading. I don't think it's going to shift much, but you do. Oh my god, it's only going to get more positive. Okay, you're right, Spirit. You're right. I spoke too soon. What you don't see coming is what this position is. What you don't see coming, what is in the dark here. 10 of Cups, you guys. Love. Love. So whether this is divine love, this is agape, right? This is universal love, unconditional love. Happy family, connection to the divine, being led to those who are also connected to the divine because you are too. The more that you tap into your own internal guidance system, the more that that system is able to work in your life. Nobody has all the answers all of the time. That's not real. But when we work together, we get a pretty high accuracy rate. Okay. This is also, since we're talking about moving here too, this does feel like a shift from somebody's hometown or maybe where they're used to living right now. Okay, what else here, please? Holy boy. So many possibilities that are available for you guys right now. Ace of Pentacles as well. This is anything that's possible here in the physical realm. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed. What is it that you want to plant? One of the components of the Ace of Pentacles, if these opportunities are not showing up, right? The job offer, the relationship, what have you, whatever it is that you're seeking right now, better health, there's an encouragement to take action, and that came through with the elk, with the cheetah as well, solar force, to take action, to put effort into. So what does that look like? You're looking for a new job. It's not coming to your doorstep. Apply to some jobs. That's what that looks like, right? You want to move, but there's nobody's like, coming to you saying, hey, I'm selling my house and whatever, wherever. Do you want to buy it? Start looking around, putting action into your endeavor. Let's do this one here. What else here, please, and what we don't see coming? Wisdom. A lot of wisdom. So opportunity and release too. Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. I'm back to the fascia here I was talking about earlier. That is not for everyone, but whoever that's for is for somebody who's like, I swear I have worked through this trauma. I just don't understand why it's still holding on. It's because it's in your fascia. Okay. And it is totally releasable. Wisdom, knowledge gained through experiences or from a wise counselor. You are also a part of that wise counsel. Okay. As I've been saying, what your difficulty is at this time or your challenge. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. It's going to be a very Cancer energy too, especially the component of protecting your emotions. I feel like the hard part here is, like I said in the beginning, the boundaries thing, knowing when to let your walls down or to put your boundaries up. I feel like this is because of situations in the past, like a total shutdown. Maybe you've had your walls up to a certain degree, you've had them down to a certain degree, and you're just like, well, none of this is working. I'm still ending up hurt, or I'm attracting these stupid people, or whatever. It feels like we're back again. We're back to the guidance system. I just feel like there's some tuning that needs to happen in order for you to better understand your own guidance system. There's another opportunity coming forward here, though. And you need to be tapped into your own intuition, into your own intuition to know what's up. Okay, what else here, please, in the difficulty? Two of Pentacles, too, finding that balance. Knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them. Knowing when to put up your walls or to let them down. I can totally relate to that kind of experience and behavior, especially I think the older we get, the more interactions that we have with people in general. We can certainly become very jaded and not even in just a negative way, but like a survival kind of way. It feels like we're adjusting that, or there's an opportunity here to adjust the way that we show up in the world. There are safer ways for us to live without having to fully be shut down. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Do we want one of these? You want one of these and these? Okay. For the challenge, please, for Cancer. Okay. You want this one too? Yes? Y'all. This makes sense. Okay. 10 of Swords came through here, and then also King of Pentacles. I feel like, here's the tears in excess. This makes more sense now. Whether this is trauma that still needs to be processed or is stuck in the body, it's persistent is what I'm getting here. 10 of Swords, this is rock bottom, betrayal, ultimate loss. but it's an opportunity for great healing too. So the difficulty here is maybe stepping away from that pain. If you're somebody here who is, there could be multiple reasons why you're still connected to a painful situation. One of them, with the Ten of Swords here, could be a form of addiction. Like we're receiving something for it, attention, pity. And these don't come with judgment. These are all parts of being human here. The important part is to recognize that, give yourself what it is that you are trying to gain from other people so that you can move from this space. Once you do, you're moving into this energy of the King of Pentacles, which is your success, money, abundance. But when you're in this place of the Ten of Swords here, this could be a person coming through wanting to bless you, to teach you how to do what it is that you want to do, or it's your higher self wanting to activate more of its essence into this experience here. Either way, if we're stuck in the Ten of Swords here, this is not appealing. This is the type of energy and personality you want to get the hell away from. So I'm going to pull a Medicine Heart Oracle here, you guys, to finish this off. For Cancer, last piece of the message here, please, Spirit. Taboo, number 13, death, transition. I'll show this here to you and read it. You are charting your own course. Yes, that's it. That's all of it. That's what we're saying here. This is about you, Cancer, learning to direct your own life. Guided by spiritual wisdom rather than societal convention. Your truth versus society's truth. Can't make this up. As ancient layers of indoctrination are purged, fear and doubt may temporarily arise in the mind. Bolster courage and certainty through connection with lineages sacred to your heart. The sanctuary you seek is now provided to you, offering you respect, strength, and succor. Safeguard the sacred as it safeguards you. Love it. I couldn't have wrapped it up better myself. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Cancer. I love you guys. I'm going to close this out here. I hope this message is helpful. Yes, I'm not doing extendeds on the signs right now. I do extendeds on the collective, so keep your eye out for those collective readings too if you want to check those out as well. I do have personal readings and my coaching mentorship program open right now. If you're interested in either, links are in the description of the video here as well as a pinned comment. You can check out my website there. The mentorship program is an application process. I don't just accept everybody. So if you are interested in that, feel free to apply and I'll be in contact if it makes sense. Okay. I do have my PayPal in the description here, pinned comment, as well as accepting super thanks. If you guys want to support the channel in that way, I truly appreciate it. Couldn't do this without you, quite literally. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Be well.